Hello, fellow captains. I am your host, Brent Justice. Welcome back to more Let's Play Star Trek Online and my gaming channel, Justice Gaming. I am in Star Trek Online right now to complete, or keep working on, I should say, the playthrough I'm doing on the TOS Faction, and I am rolling a new character to become a Temporal Recruit or Temporal Agent in the TOS Faction, just to go through that and see what changes have been made in each mission as we move along. And I did mention that I was going to look at the last video and compare it to the original mission, and I did that. And wow, yeah, they made a lot of environmental updates to that mission. Let's get the name of it again. In the Shadow of Cestus. So in that last video. So what I noticed was the environment is just way updated in this new version. The rocks, they are better looking. The rock texture they're using, whatever it is, so much better looking. The things that you have to scan, like the dilithium or the sulfur or whatever it is, a totally different thing in this newer version. Looks so much better. And they've also taken away the, I don't know, they had some kind of like fog or depth of field or some kind of maybe blur to the original mission. Well, they took that out, I think, in this newer updated version because it's much clearer and actually easier to see in the mission. It's just sharper. It's sharper image. Everything's sharper. Everything's clearer. So the environment of that mission is just way updated. And then, in addition to that, the backgrounds for the dialogue, when the screen comes up that shows the dialogue of the characters, the background on those screens has been changed also. And then they might have also made some model changes and so forth. Not quite sure specifically on that, but things did look a little bit better in this newer version. So yeah, I definitely, when I went back and watched my original playthrough of In the Shadow of Cestus, I was like, wow, this really is night and day. They made some big environmental updates in that mission now, and it looks so much better. So I recommend everyone go play it, see for yourself. But today, we are going to play Painful Omens. Deep Space Station K-13 hasn't been heard from for some time. Starfleet Command wants you to find out what's going on out there.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways. Stay safe.
All right, let's head there. We're not too far away right now. So I think it's pretty much what I know how to do all that. Pretty much what I thought is that you have to get to the end here. We have to get through the Battle of Caleb 4 so that we can transition to the future, which is what happens. I mean, we're eventually going to go to the 25th century Earth space dock. And I think that is when we will meet Daniels, and that's when we'll become a temporal agent or temporal recruit. So that means we need to get through all these missions while the event is on so we can get our temporal beacon. So we got to play Painful Omens, Return to Babel, Tangled Webs, and the Battle of Caleb 4. So right now I'm going to do Painful Omens, and then I'll just have 3 more left, and we'll be there. So it's not too long. It's not going to be too long to get there. But again, I'm interested in seeing what new temporal recruit, temporal agent missions and things they have for us to do to earn rewards and so forth. I'm looking forward to that. This part of space is beautiful too, by the way. Look at this. It's really pretty. By the way, I'm kind of playing with the audio a little bit here on the volume levels of certain things versus my voice in the game, and I kind of turned the music volume up just a little bit in the game so that kind of plays in the background. So bear with me as I get the volume levels kind of tweaked. But if they're really bad, let me know. But hopefully I'll be tweaking them as we move on. Taking a little bit of time to load. That often happens when new things come out because a lot of people are playing them at the same time. The servers just can't handle it, which is unfortunate for an MMO.
We've arrived near Deep Space K-13, Captain. This is odd. I'm not picking up any comm traffic. No signals, nothing at all from K-13 or the other ships in system.
Scan for signs of enemy
Sensors
ships.
aren't detecting enemy vessels or warp signatures. No signs of combat either. This is peculiar. I'm not sure what to make of it.
Yellow alert. Prepare to approach. I also don't remember this mission just off the top of my head. Or, for example, I'm not going to be able to just notice what's new about it compared to the original playthrough. So once again, I will watch a video of it, of the older playthrough, when it's over, and then I'll be able to compare in the next video.
The other ships are raising shields and charging weapons.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
All ships disabled, Captain.
Yeah, very interesting. Why are they attacking us?
Captain, those were the Starfleet ships assigned to patrol this sector. I don't think that was a war game or training sim. Their weapons were at full power.
See if you can raise the ships. Use all channels. Try whatever it takes to get through.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! This station came from the station.
Who has taken control? What's happening over there?
Message from Starfleet Command, Captain. We're to investigate the situation immediately.
Okay, let's investigate.
No signs of combat on board the station, Captain. No hostile life form readings either. Everything's quiet.
Something's not right.
Sensors are picking up a number of life signs over there, but I'm not reading any unusual activity. All of the station systems seem to be functioning normally.
Well, let's have a look around. I remember I've got a new character. I might have some new gear, actually, from the last mission to attach.
I don't like this.
But I didn't do it yet.
No one's at their duty stations. Not even the transporter operator. Station's not on alert. What's happening? Tricorder's picking up a life sign nearby. Looks like they're in sickbay just across the hall.
Set phasers to stun. Let me see if I do have anything new to add. Yeah, I guess I don't. I guess I did add those things in the last video, yeah. Because I upped my shield, and yeah, I remember now. Okay. So we've got everything we're going to have for right now.
Those blast points on the wall are from phaser fire. There was a fight here. But with whom? No sign of Klingon or Romulan weapon fire. Just Federation.
I've got a bad feeling about this, Chewie.
The lights have all been dimmed, but it looks like sickbay's still operational. Over to the right.
Captain, I think I saw motion in that room to the left.
The lighting in here looks really good.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
Infected with what?
Neural parasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected, the better to render them fit for infestation.
Well, as you can see, we're friendly.
Temet, and while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status. Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
Tell me more about them.
They are a life form that propagates by infiltrating the nervous system of a host creature. Through this neural link, they can compel their host to obey their bidding. They can also inflict extreme pain upon the host at will, and do so to discourage attempts at resistance. While effective, this punishment can lead to permanent neurological damage or death. At this time, most of the station personnel have become infected. While there is a possibility of uninfected survivors, I must warn that it is remote.
I see. Any recommendations?
According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer. As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
Okay. I was talking through the wall to her, apparently.
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neural parasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance.
So I see we're safe up in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
I
Okay.
have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Oh, good. Oh, all right. So we get more things. Well, I don't need the armor. I don't need the weapon. Could use a kit frame and kit powers. Don't have that yet, so I'll have to give this stuff to my people here. So let's give you some body armor. And you already have a level 2 body armor, so you're fine. Let's give you a level 1, and you already have. We'll just let you have that, and I'll probably keep these for like another bridge officer when I get it. We'll see. All right, well that helps just a little bit. I just want to check this place out real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch the original playthrough of this to see if any of this looks different from the first time, but I can tell you right now, it looks really good. The lighting in here is very striking. So maybe that is one thing they updated, was the lighting and the way it looks. Perhaps, maybe. I will find out when I watch the video. Alright, these are those parasites that jump on your back. I remember that episode.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on this station within the last 4.2 hours.
Fascinating. Is it Daniels? Did you do it? Hunter? Oh, I can go in here. Guys, it's like guys shooting at me, like, help. They were just standing there. doing nothing.
Enemy targets on sensors.
So it says to take the turbo lift. Where would that be? Because I've been this way. You're not working. You're not working. Isn't this the way I came? Found it.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet medical database.
Hi there. It's good to see a friendly face. There you are. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty buggers out properly.
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Denivan parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Oh, good. So do I get a kit? Yeah, I get a kit frame. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music down just one notch, because in my ear...
This is one of the broken relays, right here.
In my ear, it's a little loud. May have to turn it down one more
That one was
notch.
easy. Just a few more to go.
Okay.
All right, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the
kit
lit areas.
module, not a frame. Well, I'll take it. And let me move it here. Repair duotronic relays. Zoom in on the map here so I can see where I'm going.
Remember, the parasites like the dark. We devils that they are.
That is not good.
Our odds of success are greatest if we remain in well-lit areas.
I'll have this fixed up straight away. That takes care of that. No trouble at all.
Friendly fix.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Lots of red dots.
Lightning damage detected.
These things are everywhere. Look how many there are.
This one just needs new fuses.
Well, it's on my back. Got it.
Enemy targets on sensors.
There we are. Good as new.
Okay, well, there's another one. Oh, crap. I just walked right into like a nest of them.
Now this may be a bit tricky. Just a wee bit longer. There we are now.
Alright, go to main engineering. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. These things are annoying.
It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there.
Okay, take Jeffrey's tubes to the command center, huh? Okay. Looks like we're going this way. Actually, is that not in back where we were? Oh, right here.
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
Nope, that's the Nakul. Huh, interesting that they're here.
Personal shield losing power.
Get the lights while the commander's down.
Let there be light. Like really gross pancakes. Bloody pancakes. No, thank you.
The parasites, they're dying. All of them.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
Defeat the alien intruders, huh? Oh.
Enemy targets on center.
Talk to Ensign Hunter.
We need to talk.
Oh, maybe it's now.
Actually, the name's Daniels. This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far. Just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us. They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again. It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
Yeah.
We can return to the ship on your orders.
So he has revealed himself. Daniels.
The Ptolemy is holding the Nikulov while we rescue the other ships, but they won't last long. K-13 is hailing us, Captain.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
This is Captain Serralto, the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched. Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
I'm hurrying.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
Something's wrong. We're not doing any damage.
They have some kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated iron burst could disrupt it.
Target shield has failed.
I like how I can use powers and things I'm not supposed to have yet. The prior satellite, for example. It helps.
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. Aye, we do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate, immediately.
I evacuate K-13.
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride. Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows.
And there goes
I don't think
K-13.
anyone's ever seen a station do that.
And that explains why K-13 disappeared.
Captain, before K-13 was pulled into the vortex, I picked up a few distress signals from inside the station.
You said we had everyone.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time.
Well, let's hope
then,
so.
It's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Okay, we will talk
System
soon.
Scans clear, Captain. Looks like everything's getting back to normal. We can leave the system on your orders.
So that was a neat little mission. A callback to another TOS episode, which was pretty cool. The little things that fly on your back and control you. UV light to kill them. But Daniels went ahead and revealed himself to us.
Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board. But they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up. Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Another bridge officer. Excellent. Let's take some time to equip some stuff real quick. We did get this photon torpedo, which honestly I'm probably not gonna use, at least right now. I'm using the Agony Phaser Energy Torpedo, so we'll keep using that. I did get a Mark II with sector speed increase. stabilizing warp core, fuel stabilizing warp core. That's better than what I have now, so heck yeah, we're gonna put that on there. And then I also have a Mark II shield, so let's give it to, let's see, they all have the same shield right now, so we'll just do that. So yeah, I'll save this because I might get another. Well, you know what? I'm never going to use it. I'm not going to use it because by that time I'll be another level anyway. So let's salvage the item. Now that we have her, let's give her at least a Mark I. That's better than the standard. Just discard that, and let's give her a body armor. Now everybody has a body armor. And just slightly better weapons. That's pretty much all the updating we can do there right now. Let's spend our skill point, max out that. Nothing we can add in ground just yet. Okie dokie, we are moving on up. We're Lieutenant 7 now. So that was, that's the wrong button. That was the mission Painful Omens, and it basically explains what happens to K-13. And that's a mission, a much later mission at the end of the game that we will that you come upon, and you discover what happened to it, but you don't know what happened to it in the first place. Well, this answers that question. That's what happened to K-13. So I love that for that. It's like it connects, and it answers that question. Now, as for what's new about this mission, environment, models, cutscenes, and just general improvements, not quite sure off the top of my head. I will say that the lighting looked really good in it, and maybe they took away that blurriness or grain that they used to have so that it's a little more clear. I will watch my original playthrough of the mission, just like I did in the last video, and in the next video I can talk about what looked different between that and this one, and that's what I'll do. And in the next video we will also play Return to Babel. So Daniel revealed himself to us, but we are not yet a temporal recruit or temporal agent. That will be developed later, and so we do not have our temporal beacon just yet. But that is that mission. So thank you all for watching. If you like what you see here, consider subscribing and giving the channel or giving the video a like. And thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.